Hey, it's Annalee. I want to show you how to share your Chief Architect files. So if you are working with another designer or someone else and you both need to be working on the same file, there's a way to do that. We can't share simultaneously like you can do in some other programs, but it's really easy to share the files back and forth. But you do have to do it in the particular Chief Architect way. So I'm here in Chief Architect Premiere X12 and I've got my plan open. So what I'm going to do is go over here to File, and I'm not going to go to export. It's not in here. This is for other things. So, but what I want to do in order to share it is I'm going to back up the entire plan. And what this does is it saves all of the file itself and then all of the other things associated with it, all of the textures and wall types and all that stuff, rather than just the file. So all the stuff that it is also going to need to read off of your computer. So we're going to go to backup entire plan, and we want to back up the plan files and all referenced files. So this takes everything that you have attached to this Chief file. If you've imported any images or anything that's attached to this file, it's going to pull it all together into a file for you. So we are going to say okay to that, and then you're just going to save it wherever you want to save it. It's going to want you to select a folder. So I'm in this folder here. I'm selecting that folder. And yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to overwrite that because I've already started this. So you can see it very quickly was pulling in all of those 57 referenced files. So that's all the different stuff that I have in here. All the different models, everything else, it pulls it all together. So I'm going to say okay to that. And on this end of the process, that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so here's the folder where that saved to, and it made this zip file here. So this is the file I'm going to send over to you, or you're going to send over to me for us to share. And so the first thing I'm going to need to do when I receive this file is unzip it. So I'm just going to extract it all here, and that gives me, so there, it just popped up there. So I unzipped that file, and if I go in here, it made a file inside the file, is everything that it extracted from that file. So here's all the textures and imported images and all of the things that are in there. And then here, amongst all of this stuff, here's the actual Chief Architect plan. The plan file. So when you get this, you want to put this folder that you receive onto your desktop or into your file folders, however you organize your files. And then you want to open this up from within this file, because this new file that we've created is going to be looking for all of these textures and everything, and it's going to be looking in this file folder. So you want to open it from here. So if I go back to Chief and I close out of here, so we don't need to save that. I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to go to Open Plan, and I'm going to go here to this one that we just made today, that I just made, and here's that plan. None of my textures are showing up. If I it won't let me show other file types. But if I want to open it from within this one that I just made, so that it will read that plan. But if I open it up from here, it's going to pull in all of those. See, it looks different now than when I had it, but it's showing all of my layers turned on and everything now, because this is the new file that I just saved. And it's pulling from that file folder. So you have to open it up from within that file folder to start with. Now that it's open and it's in my version of Chief, I can go and save it I can save it within and continue to work from within that file, but depending on your organization, how you've got things. Now, if you go and you save it as an onto into a new plan onto your machine, now it's going to organize it onto your machine, and it's not going to have to pull from that file. So any new updates that you make, it's going to be into your organization, into your files. So you don't have to continue if you've downloaded it to a download folder, or if you've put it on your desktop or something like that for temporary, just to get it going. You don't have to continue to work from that file. Save it to your normal way of organizing your files. Then when you are ready to share it back to the other person, you need to go through the same process. So then you need to go through the backup entire plan and send it to them, and then they'll need to do the same thing. But that is how you share a file with another designer, so you can both work on the same project. Thanks.